Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back, or welcome to another Bangs audio review. Today, we are going to do the KINERA CELEST PHOENIXCALL. Now, I think the Dark Phoenix, which is the retune of this through Elise Audio, has been released fairly recently. So I figured before everybody jumps all over that, let's go back to the original PHOENIXCALL and do a little overview, little review of it for y'all. So, what we have is the box. Interestingly, I ordered this through AliExpress, the KINERA official store, and the box that it came in, which I recycled because it was like a single-use box, was actually a KINERA box. So the brown shipping box that it came in was also made by KINERA, or had KINERA logo on it. It just had the you tear the strip to open it, so there's no point really hanging on to it, so I recycled it. But kind of wish I'd hung on to it to show you that, because it was pretty slick and very well protected. So these showed up with obviously no issues whatsoever. Inside of the box, you are getting some really cool stuff as usual with KINERA. So I found there's your Phoenix little pendant. This will go to my son's room along with the Plutus Beast hung up on his desk. Very nice sort of, what do you call this kind of paper? It's translucent, just shiny, like really cool. A+ on the presentation again from KINERA. Doesn't seem to matter if it's KINERA Celest, Queen of Aviation, or Queen of Audio. Queen of Aviation, Queen of Audio, they make the aviation. All under one roof, all under the KINERA brand, but they do a wonderful job with their presentation. There's your booklet, instructions, story behind the PHOENIXCALL, and warranty. And then in these boxes came cable, or in this obviously was hooked up to the actual IEMs, tips, and case. Just really well put together. I feel like I love how these guys pack things up and present them. It doesn't seem, if they're around $100, it's still really nice. Even the Plutus Beast was a really nice unboxing experience. So, the tips that you get, of course I took mine out and they're in the drawer of confusion now, but they're similar in shape. They come with vocal tips, and then they come with the balance tips. And these are the actual balanced tips that they come with. I remember to put those in. These came with the Idun Golden, but they are similar in shape to the ones that come, well, the same exact shape as the ones that come with the PHOENIXCALL. They just might be, I think they're a different color. I think they're gray silicone. Didn't want to waste too much time looking for them, so you get the idea. 2 sets, small, medium, and large, of those 2 types of ear tips, and that's just fine. They work just fine. I have become kind of addicted to the Osla, either the Xlastics or the crystal tips, so that's what I ended up with on the PHOENIXCALL. They do pick up quite a bit of grossness, unfortunately, so but they fit well, and the seal is good. The shells on these are fantastic. Now, I don't know if you're picking it up, but it does go from this beautiful blue color to a purple, depending on how the light is hitting it. I didn't even really notice it until I was upstairs yesterday and it caught some sunlight. Yes, we actually had some sun yesterday in Western New York for a few minutes. Caught the sunlight just right, and I was like, damn, that's purple. Wow, that's a really beautiful purple. And it is. The purple kind of matches the box, actually. And if you get the version of blue and purple, I think that, the blue shell will match this blue and the purple shell will match the purple. I almost, I chickened out at the last second. I was going to order, oh look, the plastic, that's still on there, nice. I was going to order the blue and purple shells, and I just chickened out at the last minute. So I got the clear, and I'm happy I did, because you can see everything going on in there. Dynamic driver, the BAs that are in there, and then the flat panel drivers, the microplanars that take care of the upper end. They're the BAs right there. really cool because you could see the acoustic tubes going up to the nozzle as well. I mean, so yeah, pretty stoked that I got the clear actually in the end. So yeah, that's the configuration here is a single DD 7mm dynamic driver, two BAs that handle the mids and the upper mids, and then the micro planars which handle the upper treble. So I guess it's sort of like DD low end, BA mid, BA upper mid to lower treble, and then in the upper treble you're getting the micro planars, and that is something that's worth talking about, I think, because it does lend itself to a different sound signature than some may be used to. It's a little bit planar-y in the very upper treble, but not to the point where it's fatiguing or sibilant. It's just a little different, put it that way. So we'll get into the sound signature here and the sound quality in just a minute. There's the case, very workable. Like, I like this case better than the other two cases I got because it actually doesn't feel like you're squeezing the IEMs when you put it in there. So that's a bonus. I mean, the other cases are good quality, but they're just a little bit small. That makes it pocketable. I also feel like this is pocketable too. So I'd rather have a slightly larger case for the IEMs. The cable is beautiful, as you might expect. It is not a modular cable. Hey, I remembered the word this time. But you can order these in 3.5 or 4.4 for your termination, so you get the choice. So you get color choice, you get termination choice, which is fantastic. I wish everybody, I mean, within reason, I wish everybody did that, but that was probably cost prohibitive for some of the less expensive stuff. So yes, the cable is great. Ear hooks, not super aggressive. Cable is soft and pliable. Very little memory, a little tiny bit of memory, but not much. And not tangly in any way, shape, or form. And feels nice, and looks nice, and just is nice. The, terminations here are just really well machined. Strain relief on there is fine. These are adequately marked left and right. So yeah, overall build quality, again, A, grade A build quality. And they're just beautiful to look at too. So insofar as how they sound, as is the case with KINERA Celest, and Queen of Audio, you're now going to find a straight up Harman tuning on these, which I find to be wonderful because there are enough Harman tuned IEMs out there that you kind of like stumble over them even when you're not looking for them. So the fact that these are definitely a little off the beaten path is definitely refreshing. I will give you their strengths insofar as musical genres go. I will give them passing grades on everything. I will give them better grades on pop and rock and alt rock. I will give them better than that even on most metal. They do really, really well. Again, another set that I can listen to my metal on and really enjoy it. And then, along those lines, I think that they're just about average as far as hip hop and rap and R&B go. The reason is, well, the tuning is really, really good. Think about the tuning like a football field. I think that's the best way. And you can think about it American football or soccer, football for the rest of the world. All the way to the goal lines, these things perform amazingly well. Like, they're really well tuned. They're very smooth. They're very detailed. They're very warm and rich and engaging and all of those things that I look for in an IEM. Mid bass over sub bass, and I would say the treble until you get to the very top end is really natural. So, but when you get to the goal lines, because these are not, TOTL or endgame IEMs, that's where you have a little bit of a fall off. And I'm not saying that they're bad. I'm just saying that they don't perform as well as the rest of the frequency range does for them. So at the very top end, we'll start there. The very top end, I'm talking about like crash cymbal strikes on cymbals that are very small, like the very top end of the treble. It gets a little essy, okay, and a little soft and essy, not sibilant, not splashy, not sizzly, not hot, not spicy. No, none of those things. The best way I can describe it is SE, like SE, right? So it's a little bit soft up there, a little bit unnatural. Nothing that is like horrible. It's an observation, right? Because if they weren't, well, they'd be perfect up top, and they're not, because hardly anything is. So that stuck out to me in some of my metal tracks, where there are a lot of cymbal strikes going on, a lot of crash cymbal strikes going on. On the other hand, they do hi-hats very well, and they do ride cymbals very well. So it's not like they just suck up there. It's just that there's just that little bit of cymbal strike issue at the very, very top end. I don't want that to deter anybody, because it's really kind of a nitpick, but it's there, so it's worth mentioning. Then go down to the other end, you get the very, very low end, the sub bass. It's just not super extended, right? It's a mid bass over sub bass set, and there's plenty of rich, lovely, weighty mid bass, like, you know, and again, well controlled, so it doesn't bleed into the mids. The mids are very clear and concise, and again, warm and engaging and natural. Okay, just about everything from here to here in this set is warm, engaging, natural, detailed, pleasant, lovely. It's only you just missing that bottom, like maybe 10 to 15 kilohertz, not that low, but you know, like say like below 40 to down to 20, where we stop being able to hear it, is just a little bit rolled off. And then at the very, very top, it just gets a tiny little bit unnatural at the very top end of things. So that's kind of where it's at. Everything in between, that other 92% of the frequency response and tonality, is freaking beautiful. And so for that reason, again, another set that I love, another set from KINERA that doesn't fit the Harman mold, that plays just about everything really well. Some things maybe better than others, but again, unless you're into like huge sub bass rumble or really, really, really clear, concise upper mids, or I mean upper treble, sorry, upper mids are just fine. There's a complaint I have on this set, and I got mine on AliExpress a couple 3 weeks ago for, oh gosh, I think it was after coupons and coins. It was somewhere around like 98. Well, I just put them in my cart to see what would happen during the spring sale, and they're like 92, and they might even go lower than that if you have more coins. So I only have like 600 coins. So it could possibly even get lower. It could get down to like $90. I mean, for $90 freaking dollars, these are normally $130. For $90, oh my god, good. Like, oh my god, good. Like, they get a full recommend from me at $130. They get my highest recommendation at $90, because the performance you get, the quality that you get, everything that you get, you know, from the box to the case, to the tips, to the cable, to the IMs, to the sound signature, to the tonality, to the performance. Holy shit for $90. Like, holy shit. So if you're on the fence about these during the spring sales, whether it's from Ali or Linsel or Hi-Fi Go or Shenzhen or whoever is participating in this sale, that I think most places it ends in less than a week, like right around the 27th or 28th, hop on them. If you can get them for under 100, go. Just go. Just get them. Because they're sick for that price. I mean, crazy good for that price. So yeah, that's my highest recommendation. Under $100, green light, go. Anything else about these lovelies? No, I think I've got it pretty much covered. Again, really, really happy with another product from KINERA. So that's 3 in a row, right? I did the Plutus Beast. That's on vacation right now. My friend's borrowing it. The Idun Golden, which is my number 2 set of all currently. And then these guys, which I don't think they're going to make my top 5, but they're definitely a number 6. I'll complete like the top 10 with a little explanation next to each at some point soon. These are definitely in top 10. They could be as high as 6 overall. And the only thing that keeps them from the top 5 is just that little bit of unnaturalness in the upper treble. I don't even take points off for the sub bass, because not every set has to have sub bass, extension, and rumble to make me happy. And these have a little bit. They have just enough, you know? They just aren't, that's not an area of focus, and that's totally fine. So that just that little bit in the upper treble probably keeps them out of the top 5. Probably. Maybe I'll change my mind. Who knows? Anyway, now I'm just rambling. So, thanks again for watching. Thanks everybody for your support. The channel is growing. I'm loving it. I'm having a blast doing it. I love your comments. I love interacting with everybody. It's such a fun time. My fellow reviewers as well as all of you all who are not crazy enough to do this. Yeah, it's been fantastic. So let's keep it going. Love y'all. Nothing but peace to you. And we'll see you.